Hello my friends, it's Spiritual Medium Pelicky, and I'm just doing a quick video to let you know about the booking process for my 2023 bookings that are going to be happening on September 1st. So firstly, for anyone that's wondering, my bookings for readings opens every year on September the 1st at midnight. So I've had a couple of people already asking, so it is August 31st / September 1st. So the minute it turns September 1st, bookings officially open. So I've had some people wondering if it's September 1st / September 2nd, but no, it's not. So it's August 31st / September 1st. So the minute September 1st hits, bookings are open. Now I am going to do bookings slightly differently this year, because I do always tend to get inundated and it crashes the phones and it crashes the emails. So I'm going to have bookings open this year from 12 midnight until 12 noon the next day. So you have 12 hours to put your name in. So if you miss being up at midnight, you don't have to worry about it. You can get up the next day. You don't have to stay up all night. You don't have to stay up till midnight. You have until 12 noon the next day to put your name in. And what I'm going to do is actually, so from midnight to 1 o'clock, I'm going to pick a set number of names from that hour, randomly selected, and they're going to fill the January spaces. And then from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, I'm going to pick a set number. Those are going to be for the February bookings. From 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, those are going to be for March, then, and so on and so on. And then for the 11 to noon, those are going to be for December. So that way, everybody's going to have a fair chance no matter what time you get in those 12 hours. And then I'm hoping that's going to alleviate some of the congestion on the email, but also on the phones. And then, like I said, it should also hopefully help people out that either can't stay up, or if they maybe forget or they don't get a chance to be able to get right in at midnight, to be able to help them so that they can still have a chance to be able to get their messages in as well, for a chance to be considered. Now, due to the extremely high demand for my services, unfortunately, I cannot guarantee everyone a space, even if you message. So readings are done on a random selection basis. So basically the way that I do it, like with the public talk, I'm just drawn to whichever email the spirits draw me to, and I respond to that one, and that person is offered a space or a reading. If you have a specific a date that you would like, I can try and accommodate that, but I cannot guarantee it, so you can put it in. However, normally I just say to people, send your request and I send you a date back. That's kind of how it works. If you haven't heard back from me in a few days, it means unfortunately I was not able to get you in for a spot, just due to the extremely high demand that I get and the overwhelming number of emails and calls. Unfortunately, I just can't respond to everybody personally to let them know they have not received a spot. So the only people who tend to get emails back are those who actually have been selected. Also, I have a few rules in place again that I'm going to apply again this year, like I used last year. If you've had a reading this year, so if you had a reading in 2022, I ask that you do not put your name in again for 2023. So skip a year and then put your name in again if you want for 2024. That way it just makes it a little fair for other people. And also, you are only allowed to put your name in for 2 spaces if you are requesting a reading. So for you and another person. So if you email, say you're requesting, it can be for like you and a sibling, or you and a friend, or you and a parent, or whoever it happens to be. But each person is only allowed 1 reading in a calendar year. So you're only allowed to book 1 space for yourself personally. You are not allowed to book multiple spaces for yourself. Again, and that's just to make it as fair as possible for everybody to try get a space, since they are so limited. Also, I do have a set number that I'm trying to keep open for first-time clients. So if you've never had a reading with me before, do make sure that you put in the email that it is a first-time booking, and then I know that goes into those set number kind of spaces that I have available for that. So when I open bookings on September 1st, I am going to put the notice on the social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to send out a message on the email list. I would recommend emailing, and the email address is angelfeathers111@gmail.com. Again, you've got 12 hours, so don't worry about sending it right at midnight. Then the system won't hopefully crash. You can also call the office phone number, which is 506-472-8663. If you happen to call and get through and leave a voicemail, don't also email. because sometimes what happens is people think that the more that they put in, that the better the chance of getting in. It actually confuses it sometimes, and sometimes people get multiple bookings. Then it confuses stuff, and I have to go back and correct everything and fix everything. So if you leave a voicemail, please don't email. If you've emailed, please also then do not call. That's sometimes, again, mixes everything up. If you have emailed, please do not send multiple emails. Again, that slows down the system and crashes it. I'm normally getting hundreds of emails coming in within the first few seconds at midnight when it hits. So Google and Gmail rather doesn't tend to like that, so it sort of messes stuff up. So anything you can do to help on that end actually would be greatly appreciated. So I always say, if you're meant to get in for a reading, your loved ones are going to make sure you get in. And also keep in mind, if you do not get in for a reading, don't get discouraged. I do get cancellations, and I post them to the page on a first come first serve basis. So that is another way to get a reading. And also there is also the option when I have public talks throughout the year. I don't tend to offer a lot of those, so if you see them come up, make sure you do grab a ticket, because I only tend to do a couple of those a year if I have space to do them. But that is also another option. So thank you very much, everyone, again, for your continued support over the years, and I look forward to seeing you on September 1st. Now, this year as well, slightly different due to my health. I am not going to be staying up all night to do bookings. I'm going to be opening up bookings at midnight, and then I'm going to be going to bed myself, and I'll be starting the bookings on September 1st when I wake up. So it's going to take me a couple of days to actually get through the bookings this year. So if you haven't heard back by September 1st, don't worry, don't get discouraged. Also make sure you do check your spam folders, because it might go there. If by Saturday or Sunday you have not heard back, it means that unfortunately you might not have actually got a spot. But like I said, if you do get a space, you will you will probably hear back. But I am going to try set it up that you at least get an auto response. So hopefully you should receive that, just to let you know that your email has at least been received. So thank you so much, my friends, and I hope I covered everything in this video. If I have forgotten anything, please post a question down in the comments below, and I will try answer it so that we can cover everything before we open bookings on Thursday. So thank you, my friends. Have a lovely day. Take care. Blessed be. Be well.